guys are so dramatic. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta turn this up a little bit. Can you guys hear me okay? Is this like... Does this sound okay? Clang, you so far away. Oh, crap. Let's turn it up a little bit. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Louder voice, please. Is that better? Yes, better. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let me. I'll listen to it on my end. So I gotta use my laptop today. And look at this. It's like it's a chroma key, but it's not a chroma key. I don't know why we got those like little marks, those little speckles right there. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I gotta use my laptop. I had to restart my computer. So yeah. Using a potato to stream tonight. Is it that bad? Streaming from 2010s? Is that bad? It's my laptop camera. I would use my my actual camera, but I would have to download the program to get it running. Yeah, let me listen. Yo, check. Yo, check. Okay, the mic is fine. Yo, check. Okay, the mic is... Yeah, there we go. Mic is fine. Yeah, so my computer, y'all, my PC, I don't know what happened, but like, well, I know what happened. I moved a bunch of files to a specific folder, and it messed up my entire computer to the point where like I couldn't even open up my file explorer. Like, it was that bad. So I was like, I'm just gonna wipe everything from this computer. So tomorrow, I would do it late tonight, maybe late tonight. I don't know if I feel like doing it. But I'm gonna re-download all of the apps that I had. So I have to download my Canon camera stuff. I'm gonna have to download Streamlabs, obviously. I'm gonna have to download, what else would I have to download? Luckily for I mean, all of us, Google saves all your preferences across platforms, so I don't have to worry about Google Chrome. I'm gonna have to re-hook up my speaker. That might be it. The bog photo gets you every time. No, it wasn't that. I actually moved. So this was really dumb of me. So what I did was, I have a SSD, I have a hard drive, and what I did was I moved all of my stuff from the SSD over because it was starting to lose. Like, I had like no gigabytes left. And when I did that, I don't know what happened, but it just messed the entire thing up. But I'm glad that I'm restarting it because the computer got it was way too much on there that I wasn't using, right? Like, I had Adobe programs that I don't use because I don't use that to edit anything. Yeah, Premiere Pro was on there. It was a lot. Buy that external SSD. Dude, I am so close to doing it because that would make it so much easier. Yeah, that would make it so much easier when doing emulations on my Steam Deck. By the way, I got a Steam Deck, so that's cool. And I played Dragon Quest 11 for the first time. I've never played a Dragon Quest game before. This was my first time. And I'm not that far into it, so I can't tell you whether or not I like it or not, but it's pretty. Steam Deck is very nice. Yeah. I swapped it out with somebody. They wanted to switch OLED, and I was like, well, I want a Steam Deck, and they had a Steam Deck, so we just switched out. Yes, because Steam Decks are expensive, man. They're like $400 some. New background? No, just for now. You guys like this background? I mean, I can keep it like this. I mean, it will be a little higher up because my camera will be in front. So we could have it a little... It's fire? Really? Okay. Yeah, maybe I can maneuver it and we can do it that way. Background looks great. Well, it'll look much better if I'm using my other camera. We can do that. I'll change it. Shoot, if we do that, then I might as well start messing with my Streamlabs and change stuff on Streamlabs too. Make it look a little different. Going into a new season. I got a lot to do tomorrow because I also have to record. If I record and edit, I'm going to be doing that all day. I also have to record though for Spurs invasion because I have a video coming up about Mitch Johnson. So I got to record it. I did the script for it already. It's been so long since I uploaded on that channel. I didn't abandon it, guys. It was just I had a lot going on. Very busy. I don't know. To me, the background looks like you're about to drop an in-depth analysis vid. Oh, yeah. Or I'm about to bring somebody down. I'm about to expose somebody. I don't know. Who's a Spurs tuber I can expose? I'm about to expose. This is a TSR expose video. I have nothing to expose him with. I don't. Spurs. Yeah, this is a Spurs Digest video. This is gonna be your setup when streaming from Japan. Yes, kind of. I don't know if I'm bringing this mic. I'll probably bring my Blue Yeti mic, but it'll be right in front of me. TSR is a great channel, chill, bro. I have nothing to expose him with. But yeah, so I'll just have my mic, headphone. Look how bad these headphones are, by the way. Look at this. My other PlayStation headphones don't work with my PlayStation anymore. I don't know what's going on with that. So I might just hook it up and start using those. Look better anyways. These are really jacked up. Yeah. All right. So we can talk about that. So once again, guys, I apologize for the quality here because I'm using my laptop. You know, gotta update everything on my other computer. But yeah, let's talk about this. So you guys are absolutely correct. So this is going to be a little slow. Actually, hold on. To make it easy on myself so I can see the chat as well. Because having one screen is kind of weird now. I'm not used to this. You know, it's like the good old days. Here, I'll put this right here. All right, so I can see you guys. I'll be able to see the chat. Oh crap, I need to turn myself down. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. It's going to be a little weird since I'm on my laptop, but screw it. Let's see here. All right, so that is the wrong screen. Is it this one? No, is it this one? This one. All right, so as we can see here, as you guys can see, Kevin Durant. Wait, is it? It's up, right? I gotta make sure all my stuff is good, y'all. Okay. All right. Got the chat over here. I'm seeing you guys right here. Okay. Sorry about the quality. Got to be on my laptop today. Okay. Listen, guys. Listen. So, Kevin Durant. There is some updated news. This is from Shams. And it says here, a Kevin Durant trade could happen in the next few days. And he mentioned the Heat, Timberwolves, and Rockets. So I did hear something, okay? But I want to start off by saying this, okay? It would have been beautiful if the Spurs were to get KD with what I know was offered, right? It would have been absolutely beautiful. But unfortunately, it seems as if another team is going to overpay. Now, I got a couple takeaways from this, all right? And I think that this is great news for us. I think this is fabulous news for us, okay? Because to me, this speaks to teams panicking, in my opinion. Specifically, the Timberwolves. They're the one that I'm really focused in on, specifically the Timberwolves. With the Rockets, I don't know if it's so much a panic, but I would wonder what the heck would the Rockets try to give up, right? Would they try to give up Şengün? Because I'll tell you this right now, the offer of what we know of, or what I know of, that the Spurs put forward was like very reasonable. But now we're in the territory of that you're getting a better deal than that. Okay, now we're cooking. So I have a couple takeaways. My first takeaway is the league is absolutely terrified of the San Antonio Spurs. And I know that sounds like a bias on my part, which maybe some of it is, but we do know this, right? We do know last year there was an NBA executive that straight up came forward and was like, yeah, we need to win now because Wembanyama is going to be absolutely ridiculous. It is not going to be fun. And this was a team that was actually in the playoffs at the time in the West, right? And it says right here, this is from Woj. She says, an executive whose team is in the playoffs said to me, the rest of us better get our winning out of the way fast. Once Wemby has a group around him in San Antonio, they're going to do a lot of winning. So I see this as we need to outbid the San Antonio Spurs. Like, we cannot allow the Spurs to get KD, still have their future, and just skate through this season and maybe win a couple playoff series. Like, we cannot afford that to happen right now because Wemby is nowhere near his prime, right? How good he's going to be is kind of scary. And then on top of it, it's like we only have this short period of time right now, right? I know that sounds like very condescending, or very maybe condescending is a word, but very arrogant of me to just think this way. But I do think that that's a legitimate takeaway, that teams are quite afraid and they do not want the Spurs to just get whoever. Okay, we already got a top 5 point guard in the NBA for nothing, and then we were really close to getting KD for a very reasonable deal, especially on our part. Very reasonable. So if that's the case, obviously teams are going to be a little shaken by that. They don't want that to happen. Yo? What? Yo, Clan looks different. It's just a different angle. Okay? It's just a different angle. So yeah, so there's that. Now, another takeaway that I have, and this is why I think it's great news for us. So we know that the league wants to go ahead and try to get their wins now, especially if you're looking at the Rockets and the Timberwolves. I mean, they have a pretty decent team right now, but the Timberwolves in particular, I'm really hoping they're the ones to grab them. Okay? I really hope they're the ones to grab them, because I really do believe that the Timberwolves are going to screw this up, because in order to get KD at this point, it's looking like it's going to take a big chunk of your team. If you're them, all of your depth. The only reason why the Minnesota Timberwolves got as far as they did was depth. And if they try to trade away that depth to get KD, I think that's just a really bad idea, right? But that's a good thing for us. So ideally, I would like for him to go to the Timberwolves and then possibly sign an extension with them. And by the time that extension is up, and it's going to fall apart because that just doesn't make sense for them, by 2030, was it 2030? Yeah, 2030. I thought it was 2031 for a minute. But by the time that would blow up, we have a pick swap with them, right? It would be Dallas or Minnesota. But I think that this would definitely mean Minnesota got a few years and then it's a drop off. And during that drop off, that's when we can really take advantage. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. If they were to get them, that's the best case scenario. Obviously, you know, the fan in me says, oh man, it'd be funny the Houston Rockets get them and they give up everything for them to get rid of Şengün, do all this different stuff. Like, yeah, that'll be cute. That'll be funny. But at the end of the day, Rockets are well coached. And I just think with the Minnesota Timberwolves, that's what would actually help us right? So I'm just leaning back. And like I said before, the Spurs don't have to do anything. Like the KD situation, I was very excited for it because everyone and their mama knew how close the Spurs were. But at the end of the day, if that offer isn't good enough, they're probably getting some really great offers right about now. And great offers from 2 Western teams is good news for us because their situation, the Minnesota Timberwolves situation, isn't quite the same as our situation, right? Like our situation is we could have got KD if we didn't give up too much of our future, maybe 1 pick in the future. That wouldn't matter as much. I think it was the 27. Hold on, let me check myself. I think it was the 27 pick that we could have gave up. Oh, wait, no, I was thinking of... Which one was I thinking of? 29? Okay, I would have hoped we gave up the 29. Yeah, I was hoping we gave up 29. More than likely, they would have won it. Yeah, they wouldn't have wanted the 29. But if the Spurs would have given up their 29, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, right? Because I'm not expecting us to have a great draft selection at that point. Anyways, besides the point, sorry, went on a little tangent there. But I do think that this KD situation is good news. I do think it's good news. Does this mean Vassell is safe? From what I know, there was... We could have kept Vassell with or without. But as far as him being safe, yeah, I would say so. Keep in mind, guys, the Spurs were hesitant. We got De'Aaron Fox. I don't think that really soaked in yet with a lot of fans. We got De'Aaron Fox. Hold on, let me put it on. Oh, crap. I messed that up. Let me put it on me. Yeah, there we go. Guys, we got De'Aaron Fox. He's literally one of the best point guards in the NBA, hands down. One of the best. And they didn't even give up Keldon. They gave up Trey Jones. Do you hear me? If the Spurs are this hesitant to give up Keldon Johnson, do you really think they'll just give up Devin Vassell for anything? Devin Vassell, I think on the market and from us, just how we feel about him, I think that his value is much higher than Keldon's. I really do. And if the Spurs were able to hold on to Keldon and still got this high caliber of a player, that means that it's going to take a lot for you to pry Devin Vassell from us. I don't think it's just going to be anything. Now, getting Kevin Durant, that would have been worth it. Especially if you don't have to give up the future. I just locked eyes with you and realized how serious you are. Talk to him. But yeah, so we're in a great situation. Obviously, I was really excited about it. All of us were pretty excited about it. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to do anything, right? Dylan Harper will be a star. That's something to keep in mind. I think that hasn't soaked in yet either. He will be a star. That's a really great player. And we're in a perfect situation still, right? We're in a situation where we can sit back and say, hey, you need us more than we need you. One thing, if you want to keep any type of hopium for the Kevin Durant situation, I'll say this. I wonder, Minnesota would be really dumb for this, okay? But some teams will do this. I wonder how they'll feel if Kevin Durant doesn't commit to an extension, right? Would they be content getting rid of their depth, which they probably would have to, in order to take Kevin Durant for a year? And if they're not content with that, maybe they back off, right? Maybe teams start to back off and like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if we should do this, right? Kevin Durant has named the Spurs as a team that he wants to go to. But if Kevin Durant's camp, if they force that and say, no, with the Spurs, I'll sign an extension. I'm not going to sign an extension anywhere else. They could push that. And if they were to push that, once again, the Spurs are sitting on their throne and they're like, hey, you need us more than we need you. Which we've been in that situation, but we don't have to go out of our way to get KD right now. We don't have to. I was content with the idea that, okay, we give up the 14th, you give up a player or two, maybe another future, and that would have been a steal for me. But yeah, Wemby clan, please stop. You must be trolling. What? Wemby clan, please stop. What? What are we trolling about? Ace Bailey over Dylan Harper? I never said that. Oh, it must be somebody. Oh, okay. He talking about the dude named Wemby Chan. Oh, okay. I was like, I never said that. Oh, he said trade Fox for Kuzma. Yeah, he's trolling. All right, end the segment. Herb Jones. I haven't heard anything about Herb Jones. That would be great, though. I haven't heard anything recently. Keep your eye on Orlando, though. I'll say that. Keep your eye on Orlando. Oh, man. Stefan, about KD. The only thing is, from what I know, the offer was ridiculous. Or the offers are ridiculous. That's the only way the Spurs would back out. The offers would have to be like crazy. But Spurs are going to add somebody. Don't worry. They're going to add somebody. I'm really hoping we can kind of go back to what we were talking about, Carter Bryant being available at 14. I really hope. I don't know if that's the case, though. If not him, then Fleming. And hopefully we can find a way to trade up our second and get Reyno. I really want Reyno. I really want Reyno. Hopefully KD says no to an extension. Minnesota backs out. Some teams are willing to like take that risk, right? Like, oh, we'll just convince him when he gets here. But these teams are desperate. That's what I'm saying. They're very desperate because they know the Spurs are on their way. I know that's cocky of me to say, but I think it's also some truth to that. Especially Western teams. They don't want the Spurs to get KD. And if you're wondering, like, well, would you blow up your team just to prevent? I mean, teams have blown up their teams for way worse reasons. Like, Wemby is actually that ridiculous. Like, I know that us being fans of the Spurs and we watch them every night, and, you know, we're kind of like, it's kind of crazy because we're starting to get a little desensitized to how good Wemby is. I literally sat down and watched a highlight video of Wemby of this season, and I was just like, I forgot he did all this. It's kind of crazy because as great as Kawhi was with us, I remember key moments. and we're going to remember some more key moments once we actually hit some playoff games. But like, I'm thinking even regular season games, like when Kawhi hit that 3-pointer on the Nay and then went on the other side of the court and blocked Harden. That happens like every game with Wemby. And I remember at that time, that was amazing. That was actually an incredible play. I was like, whoa. I was saying this guy reminds me. He's like a Michael Jordan. Like, I was like, this is incredible. But Kawhi, that was beautiful. It was, bro. But like, it happens every game with Wemby, and it's to the point where it's just so normal now. But we kind of forget how other teams or other fans view Wemby, because all they really see are the highlights. And if all you see are those highlights, it's like, oh my goodness. But we see the whole game, and he does it all the time. Reminiscing, but we got Wemby now. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy how Kawhi did that play, but now we see that play every night. You forget that he's a kid compared to the rest of the league. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't feel like a kid. How he carries himself and how he performs. Dude, yeah, I've been seeing Nick. I've been doing the same thing. I've been seeing Chet in like every play. I'm like, yeah, Wemby would never. Some people are like, stop comparing them. I was like, I never compared Chet to Wemby. I never did that. I never thought that they were on the same stratosphere. Never. Ever. 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 I will say that it's a little harder for Chet because he was thrown into a role-playing role, right? Like, he's thrown into a team as a role player, and he hasn't really got that freedom to be able to do whatever he wants and find his shot and find, because right now I don't really know, this might be ignorant for me to say, but I don't think Chet really has a bag at all. Chet can't create for himself. Yeah, I mean, his frame doesn't help either. Wemby has a frame where I think he can legitimately build on muscle and get stronger or whatever. Chet seems like he's gonna have a limit, man. Like, his shoulders are too small. It's gonna be a little harder on him. But yeah, I will say, like, I don't really know Chet's bag. And that might just be a matter of the situation he's in, which I don't feel bad for him. He's literally in the finals, you know, it works. Chet is a role player and that's his ceiling. I think he should be more than just a role player as far as his ceiling. But I will say this, a lot of people were doing the whole, like, this is like Tim Duncan to Kevin Garnett. No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not. Maybe Tim Duncan to Tyson Chandler right now. But it is not Tim Duncan to Kevin Garnett. Like, that is crazy. Crazy. Oh, yeah. That was the next thing. I'm glad the chatter brought this up. How do we feel about the new assistant coach? Well, my friend, hold on. Let me change some things. Once again, for the people watching that's outside of the live stream, I am on my laptop, so I'm sorry for the quality. Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, here's the original post. All right, so this is from Mark Stein. The Spurs are expected to hire Corliss Williamson as an assistant coach on new head coach. As an assistant coach on new head coach Mitch Johnson's staff, league sources tell. So this is actually a really great pickup, like a ridiculously great pickup, okay? Because I remember Mr. Williamson, okay, from the 2004 Pistons, and he was a phenomenal defender. He knows defense, okay? He absolutely knows defense. So that is huge to add him to the squad, especially when the Spurs have an identity that's tailored towards defense. Now, you can say what you want. You can say what you want about individual players. They're all young. It is what it is. But I will say that the Spurs kind of started with Jeremy Sohan. Some people would say Devin Vassell, but I don't think Devin Vassell is like a phenomenal defender, right? I think he's a good defender. I think he's a above average defender, but he's not like a pillar of defense. You know what I mean? But I do think it started with Sohan because we brought him in mainly because, yeah, he has upside offensively. There's plenty of things that you can see offensively where you're like, oh, we could really work on that, right? But mainly because of how elite he was on the defensive end, where he could just do so many different things. He can guard so many different positions. That's why they grabbed him. They were like, this is an elite defender. And they started with that, and I feel like it just branched off from there, right? Now we've gotten 2 seasons in a row of getting great defenders. Well, I would say that Sohan is an elite defender. I would say Wemby's a tier higher than elite. I don't know what he is. He's extraterrestrial, right? Like, I don't know. And then I would say our boy Castle is a great defender, right? So, like, it kind of started with that. So I'm really digging that, man. I really like that they did that. So if you want to know a little bit about Williamson here, hopefully he helps our perimeter defense better. I feel like our perimeter, I might be wrong, but I feel like our perimeter defense this season was quite better, but we probably still have PTSD from like a few seasons ago. So we had 2 stints with the Kings and also played for the Pistons, 76ers, and Raptors over a 12-year career in the league. Former 6th Man of the Year and NBA champion, had a short, largely unsuccessful turn as a head coach at Central Arkansas before joining Sacramento's coaching staff. Since then, he was what crappy luck. Sacramento's coaching staff. He was lieutenant for Frank Vogel in Orlando, and how do you say that coach's name? Kokoskov in Phoenix. That's how you say it, right? Before landing in Minnesota to join Chris Finch's staff 2 years ago. Now he'll make the transition to San Antonio. So I guess the big question here is, are we going to see any more changes? I would feel good. I would feel really good if we see like one more coach, right? Because I really want Mitch Johnson to be able to pick his coaching staff, right? So if we can kind of get one more coach in there, I think that we're looking good, right? I'm sure it's a collaborative effort where the front office, along with Mitch, are deciding who they want on that squad. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can add one more person just so I can have peace of mind and say, okay, this is Mitch Johnson's coaching staff. I don't have any doubts, right? But yeah. I just want all the signs to point towards the Spurs trust Mitch Johnson, right? I want all the signs to point towards them trusting Mitch Johnson. Because, guys, remember this, okay? Always remember this. The reason why a lot of teams, at least this is my opinion, okay? I do believe this. I think a lot of teams struggle with coaching, not because their coach doesn't have a great coaching mind or anything like that. I think mostly it comes down to the front office not really trusting the coach, right? Like they have a bad season or something and they're like, okay, we're hiring all the people for you. All right, now you got to make something happen. If you don't, this next guy's going to take over, right? And that I don't care who you are. You're not going to be the best version of yourself when your higher ups don't trust you, right? Trust begets trust. That's very important. I'm actually going to put that in the Spurs invasion video, but trust begets trust. Okay. There are studies out there that shows that when you trust others, they're more likely to be trustworthy, right? Like we have this mindset like, oh, you can't trust anybody. But when you trust others, more often than not, they will be trustworthy. This has been studied. This is out there. There's a study in which I think participant A gives participant B a certain amount money. They get to choose how much to give the stranger, and then that stranger can give money back, and they can double it. They can send more money back, and it actually showed the more money you send to a stranger, way more money you get back, right? So it's like trust begets trust. If you trust people, they're like, oh, you actually trust me, and then they're gonna return the favor. So I think that if the Spurs can show us as many signs as humanly possible that they fully trust Mitch Johnson, that's a good sign. I have no reason to think they don't trust him. I'll say that. But yeah, act like the person you just met is your best friend. Yeah, be curious, man. Be curious. Be kind to him. Oh, you trust on me? I trust on you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is an actual... Hold on. We'll end this segment by me showing you this. It's an actual study. Hold on, let me look it up. I don't even know what you call trust begets trust study. Just so you don't think I'm lying. AI looked it up. Hold on. Is this it? No, well, here's something. Yeah, I think this is the study. I'm not gonna pay for it. Okay, it's a little cut off. Sorry, being on a laptop is kind of weird. But it says social scientists widely believe, this is the abstract, that trust begets trustworthiness, meaning the person reward actions that they view as expressing trust. Yeah. I don't know if it's this. Is it this one? I don't think this is that's not actually the study. I don't think that's actually the study. It's out there though. You can look it up. Or is this it? Sorry, I heard this like years ago. You can look it up though. You can challenge it if you want, but trust does beget trust. All right. Clan, I'm a little hurt we missed on KD. Hopefully they do something. Don't worry about that. It's all right. Don't worry about that. What changed in one day? We got a new coach. We're out on KD. We also have Don Harris being an absolute Chad. Anyone trust Trump? Okay, you can't trust everybody. Okay, Nick, you can't trust everybody. Okay. When people the whole point is let people show you they're not trustworthy before you don't trust them. But I think if your default state going through life is that you're going to trust others, you're going to be in a good situation. That's the whole point. Yeah, that should be like your default state. This person doesn't want to kill me. Like that that should be your default state. But yeah. Use discretion. Yeah. Use discretion. They have to give you a reason not to trust them before you can just like. Truth. Yeah. Now some people will give you a reason not to trust them, but allow them to give you that reason first. Any Spurs trade ideas right now, man? I'll be real with you. I'm be content. You guys can hate me for saying this. Keldon, please. I think it's time to move on. I just don't see how he fits. You know, Keldon's a tough one. I was talking to Swish Hill about this. Speaking of trust, do you trust your sources? My sources are okay. I would tell you guys, hey, how should I phrase this? I would emphasize take it with a grain of salt, but this is what I heard if I didn't trust it. When I say that it's legit, it's legit. I'm not. This is as close as you can get, okay? I'm not. Yeah. Because a lot of people are like, I heard from a friend who heard from a friend who heard from a friend. It's not like that. Impeccable. Or is it? There you go. By the way, Impeccable, since you're here, join the group chat, man. You're on WhatsApp. I hate WhatsApp. Get off of WhatsApp. Please, for the love of God, join the messenger group. Please. Join the messenger group, man. Brian Wright. Yeah, Brian Wright's my sword. Alrighty. Yeah, join it, dude. Hold on. I'm gonna add you on there. Because I don't think you're in there. I have a new one. Oh, you just messaged me. All right, hold on. Oh crap, am I not the... How does this work? Am I not the leader anymore? Who the heck is the leader? Oh, I can add you. There you are. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. KJ is so in. It's your source. KJ defense very bad. KJ defense very bad. I agree. But I don't tell you guys anything, right? Like you're like a lot of you are like, what's the source? What's the source? But it's like I don't really tell you anything. I can't. I don't tell you guys anything. Like a lot of times I wait until it's out there and then I'll emphasize on, like I'll go like crazy on it. You'll see like 10 videos on it. And that means, okay, I might have heard something, right? But like I don't just blatantly say this is exactly what it is. Right? That would be wrong for me to do. I think you do a good job. Yeah, I think I do a good job of not like just saying what things are. I'll try to beat around the bush a little bit. Okay, so speaking of good news, I mean, at this point it's kind of a weird situation we're in, right? Like every single thing is going to be good news, right? Like there's nothing that can happen right now with the Spurs that will be bad news. Maybe neutral news or great news. I don't think that there's any bad news, right? Like the only thing that could be bad is that the Spurs gave up everything for a single player, right? And now all we have left is Wemby and, you know, a star, like, or a couple stars. Like that would be bad. That would be bad. But that's not the case. There is no bad news, just a variety of outcomes. Exactly. Yeah, welcome to privilege. Exactly. Exactly. We have Spurs privilege. All right, so I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna show you guys something. But once again, you know, I gotta get off of this. This isn't what I want to show you. Where is it? So weird being on a laptop. I don't know where any of my stuff is. Is it this? No, it's not that. Wait, was that it? Or is it this? Is it that? Is it? We can do it like that, and we can do it like that. You can do it like that, and we can do it like that. I think it's this one. Okay, so yeah. All right, so this is some good news. This is some great news. This is some awesome news, actually. So Michael Scotto posted this. He said the 76, and guys, when I say people have been going crazy with the 76ers news, it drives me nuts. It's driving me nuts. I'm going bananas, okay? The 76ers have engaged with the Spurs about potentially moving up to the number 2 pick. For now, the Sixers have zeroed in on 4 NBA draft prospects with the number 3 pick, including a private workout last week with VJ and Ace Bailey visiting Philadelphia next week. So, like, it's been kind of crazy. Hold on, I'm trying to bring back up the chat since I don't have it on my computer right now. I can't see you guys. Yeah, so it's been kind of crazy. Everybody's been posting this. Everybody's been like, that number 2 pick could be gone. That number 2 pick could be gone. And I've been saying over and over again, that's a really bad idea. And I was actually shocked. Don Harris has some good takes. I was actually shocked that he said this because I've been feeling this way this entire time. And people have been arguing with me about this, okay? But this right here, I 120% agree with him. So he responded to this report. And he said, there is a huge gap between Dylan Harper and the picks that will go 3, 4, and 5. The Sixers can engage all they want. Unless they are willing to give up Maxey, this is laughable. Okay? Now, keep in mind, Don Harris just did an interview with Peter Holt, right? He just got done doing an interview with Peter Holt. So if anybody knows it would be him. Anybody that's a reporter that would know, it would be Don Harris, right? He's pretty legit. But I agree with that. Dylan Harper, it's like 1A and 1B with Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, right? And then it's a huge drop off. And people don't agree with that. They're like, oh, it's not that big of a drop off. It's like, do you know how good Dylan Harper is? Because if I told you it's a big drop off between Cooper, and Cooper is better than Dylan Harper, but if I said there's a big drop off between Cooper Flagg and 3, people probably agree. If someone probably said 1 and 2, they probably would agree. I wouldn't agree with them, but they probably would agree. But I think that's just because people don't know Dylan Harper. Because that dude is ridiculous, bro. This is all a testament to how highly touted Dylan Harper is. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But that's good news, right? Him basically, I mean, I agree with him, but that's some good things that he said there. But this last part is what should get us excited. What are the Spurs going to do with Tiny Maxey, right? Like, basically this person's like, hey, if they trade, what they going to get from the 76ers? And Don Harris says, they are not. Spurs are taking Harper, period. When he says things and he means it and he puts a period on it, that means it is what it is, right? The Spurs aren't going to trade away. Once again, it's one of those situations, right, where I'm like 98% sure that the Spurs going after Dylan Harper. And the only 2% would be some crazy, insane deal, some crazy, desperate move, right? But we're kind of in a weird position right now where we're in a good position, but it's also pros and cons to it, right? We're in a position where we have all these picks. We have all this. Well, we have Wembanyama. That's all the talent you need, right? But you're going to need some depth. But you have Wembanyama, going to arguably be one of the greatest players to ever walk this earth. Hopefully the greatest player to ever walk this earth. You have some really great pieces with Sohan with his defense. You got another player coming off Rookie of the Year. You just got Fox, and you have all these picks. And now you're kind of in a situation where, yeah, we're sitting back and you're like, you need us more than we need you. We're not going to go out our way to get a player. But what comes with that also is that teams don't want to deal with us, right? Like they're going to want to steer away from Brian Wright. How he's managed to finesse teams over and over and over again. And I hate that it takes this. This amount of fleecing for people to finally say, you know what, he's pretty good. When I've been saying it for the longest that he's a great GM. For the longest. Not everything's going to pan out, but the moves that he has made has been phenomenal since day one. I mean, there's been some issues here and there, but like basically day one, he's made some solid decisions, right? I would say starting with Keldon Johnson, because he wanted Keldon Johnson and RC Buford wanted Luka Samanic. But I would say from there, he's been doing really great. Exactly. He's been great. Exactly. I'm so glad we got off of Durant. Never felt worth it. It could have been worth it, but it's fine. We don't have to. It's fine. We all win regardless, We all win regardless. What else did I have on here? Was it something else I wanted to show? Oh, no. I think that's just a weird take. I guess we can do a segment on that. But, yeah, so this is some really great news. Just letting you guys know. It is set in stone. Oh, wait. Jeff McDonald posted, too. He said, thanks for fighting the good fight over here at the bad place, Don. Somebody has to do it, but it ain't me. I don't get that. I don't get it. Is that a reference to something? I don't understand. But I guess he's just not going to come out and just say it. But Don Harris is like, yeah, Dylan Harper's going to the Spurs. It would be so silly for them not to, guys. It would be so dumb. It would be so dumb. And the Spurs are smarter than that. If you can get something crazy, sure. But I don't think you realize how crazy a deal this would be. And I promise you, if the Spurs would have traded away Dylan Harper and it end up not being enough and it doesn't pan out, man, fans are going to be talking about this forever. You know how Spurs fans talk about Halliburton? And they're like, we could have had Halliburton. Like, they don't shut up about it. That's what it would be like, but like 10 times worse. The bad place is X. Oh, Twitter. At the bad place. Okay. Twitter is dumb. Anyways. It's so weird, bro. I gotta keep like... Alright, guys. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me when I say this. I recently downloaded Streamio. Have you ever heard of that? This is not sponsored. Just bringing it up. Does anyone know anything about it? Nope. That's one no. Does anyone else know? Spur? That's not an answer. No. Okay. It's great. Okay, someone knows. It's the greatest thing to ever walk this earth. So I'll just be real with you. It's piracy. That's what it is. It's piracy. And it's gotten to a point where all these streaming platforms are up in their prices to the point where like it's ridiculous. But the reason why I actually got it was because there's certain movies I just can't watch. Right? Like I literally can't watch them. I can't find them anywhere. Like what was the movie? I think it was Taza. I think it's called Taza. It's like a Chinese gambling film that I've been wanting to watch. Had me at illegal. It's like a Fire Stick. No, it's just an app. I think you can get it on Fire Stick. But like I couldn't find the movie. I even changed my VPN and everything, and I still couldn't access the movie. I was willing to rent it. And then I was like, okay, I'll just buy it and send it over. And it's like, well, it's region locked. So no, I can't even do that. Like I went through everything I possibly could, and I was like, what's a way I can actually find this stupid movie, right? And that was a way. It's actually quite dope. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like Netflix for every movie and series you could ever watch. Now, when something is worth it, I'll be honest with you. When something's worth it, I'm gonna go to the theaters. I'm gonna support. I'll rent it. I'll get the movie on Blu-ray. I'll do everything I can. But it's gotten to the point now, guys, where it's like, why are things so expensive? Why? Why are you making it so expensive? Why? It's really bad. It's gotten ridiculous. Battle Royale. I think you can find Battle. See, that's another thing that sucks, right? It's like you look up a movie, and you're like, I really want to watch this movie. What is it streaming on? And every single movie you go to is streaming on something different. Okay, now I sound like old man yell at clouds, but come on, bro. Like it's ridiculous. It'll be on one, and it's like none of it. You can't own any of it, right? Like you're just renting out these movies. Like I have Breaking Bad. Like I have the Breaking Bad. Hold on, I'll show you. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. So these streaming platforms got me terrified. I am so afraid of things I love not being on streaming platforms till I bought this, right? So I will support, okay? Well, I guess this wouldn't have been support because I think was this brand new? It might have been brand new. Maybe I was support. But Breaking Bad, right? I got the Breaking Bad disc set here. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Look at all these discs. It's lovely. It's beautiful. I think this top part even pops off. I don't want to break it. Oh shoot. And it has an extra DVD in there. Has some stuff from the show. I actually don't know what this is. I haven't touched it though. Right? And I did this because I want to support. I love Breaking Bad. But also I'm just terrified because I'm like, how long are you going to be on Netflix before you're just gone, right? So I will try to support, but I'll be real with you. Piracy might be the way, y'all. Now, if it's something that's great that comes out and it's true art, okay, please go to the theater and watch it. I don't think you're a bad person for pirating anything, but please go to the movies and watch it, all right? Sinners, you should see that in person if you still can. I don't know. I think it's on streaming now, but like, see that in person, okay? Go to the movies to see it. That was a great film. I'm trying to see what else I saw from movies that was like. I wouldn't have a good conscience if I saw Godzilla -1 through piracy alone. Like, go see it. It's called Streamio. No gatekeeping. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's called Streamio. So here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Okay, so hold on. Actually, I'll show you I think it was a video I watched, because just being on there alone, you won't be able to do it. But if you get something, there's a plugin with it. If you get a plugin with Streamio, you'll be able to see everything. And not only would you be able to see everything, you'll be able to what's it called? It would load really fast. I don't know what I was trying to say, but it won't buffer as bad. I'm trying to remember what the plugin's called. How did I find out how to do this? I'm like tripping. I don't even know how I found out how to do this, because I didn't watch any of these videos. What is this? Oh wait, is it this one? Oh, let me make sure. Oh wait, it might have been Reddit. I might have saw it on Reddit. I might not watch the video. Give me a sec. Let me make sure. Cause I want to get y'all on this. Cause I think I was trying to get it on Steam Deck or something. You know what? Let me get my would it be on there? Yeah, let me get my Steam Deck. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, give me a sec. Trying to leave this. Okay. By the way, look how beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, the camera sucks. Camera sucks. You can't see anything. I'm trying to see what the add-on is. It is my add-ons. Torrentio. So literally just look up Streamio, Torrentio, Reddit. Just look that up and you'll find plenty of stuff on how to do it. By the way, if you do the Tarantino thing, it's $3 a month. $3. But yeah, these companies are ripping us off. Yep, if buying is owning it. Yeah, like you buy things, you don't even own it, bro. They're doing that with video games now. Like, you don't own your video games. You can't play. A lot of them you can't play unless you're hooked up to the internet. Like, what is that? What is that about? Any given moment, you could just, like, not be able to open your game. Stupid. My first stream, bro, I swear to God, you the only Spurs creator that ain't capping or tripping. Much love. Which Spurs creator is capping? I need to get some tea for that. Who's capping? My chat really hates Spurs Digest. I don't watch any of their stuff. Oh, Spurs Digest. Okay, there it is. I don't watch any of their stuff, but like, it's totally fine. I think it's totally cool to like put sensational headlines in your stuff, right? Like everyone does that. You have to do it. You want people to be able to, or you want people to want to click on it and be like, what is this, you know? But theirs is like every little report is, and I cover everything that's Spurs related too, but like a lot of times, like for instance, we went over this before, that they went over some report, I forgot what the report was, a report about the Nets, and it was complete BS, and it came from a random Instagram page. It was just out there, right? Like it was like a random Instagram page, and they talked about it like this was like legit, like this was a legitimate report and taking it 120% serious. They didn't mention one time this came from Instagram. Like they were like, yes, this is what's being reported. And then they put the via, you know, from whoever, but they didn't say take it with a grain of salt. They didn't say any of that. And then we went over it, and my take was, I don't believe any of that. Because even in the Instagram post, they had some things wrong. Like it says something like we were going out of our way to go after Giannis or something. And it's like, no, we're not. The Spurs, like I know that for a fact. The Spurs were not doing that. It's that was frustrating. Spurs Digest would be good if they reported news the way you do, but they just want to keep pumping out clickbait. Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, I'll clickbait you guys. I was close to doing a segment. I'll tell you this. I was close to doing a segment on what's his name? Dylan Harper. And Dylan Harper said that his GOAT. Did he say his GOAT was LeBron? I think he said his GOAT was LeBron. And I was going to go over that, and then I was going to make the headline or the title something along the lines of maybe we should give up on Dylan Harper, right? Like that's clickbait. That's clickbait. That's a little bit of clickbait. But it's a little comical. I was going to do that though. Do a clickbait video that gets over 100K views. I don't get views like that. I don't know what it is. People don't like me like that. I feel like your clickbait videos are kind of obvious. That would be pretty obvious though. If I say it's time to give up on them, that would be pretty obvious. Do you remember your most viewed video? No. Is YouTube your full-time job? I wish. No. God, no. I don't think you guys realize how much YouTubers make. You have the most viewed live stream though. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I go to my channel on my phone, if it'll just pop right up. Let's see. Can we filter this? Latest popular. Okay, my most popular video got It was from 2 years ago. It has 24,000 views. Excuse me. And it was a Scoot Henderson wants to be a Spur video. And then another one was the footage of Wemby versus Sohan. And then another one was Coach Pop trolling Jeremy Sohan. The Josh Primo allegedly exposed himself video. I thought one with DeJounte on it did really well. Oh, DeJounte Murray was never a Spur. That's actually the video I'm most proud of. The DeJounte Murray was not a Spur video was one I was really proud of. Because it was like 30 minutes long. And it was me going through every single controversy, every single thing he's done that made me not that much of a fan. And I brought up so many things that people just missed. And it was easy for me to do because I went over everything all the time. So I was able to just go back to my old videos and say, okay, yep, that was something. I remembered everything. As far as a live stream, the most viewed live stream is quite a few with 14K. I would have thought the Getting Wemby one would have been higher. One had 13K and it got copyright claim. The NBA Draft Lottery one got copyright claim. I didn't even know that. Anyways. Oh. I feel like you interact the most. Well, I see it. I see us as a community, you know. I feel like a lot of people, you know, jump on here, just talk Spurs and move on. Like, it's people that come in here and get upset sometimes. And they're like, dude, you just spent 40 minutes talking about this one movie. And it's like, yeah. We get to know each other a little bit, you know? Oh, dude, thanks for the super chat. What the heck? Yeah, Ann. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, David. Thanks for the super chat. He said, keep up the good work. I said great. I'm sorry. Good work. Spurs fans just so comfortable with the franchise and the patience the Spurs YouTubers don't have. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me read that again. Spurs fans just so comfortable with the franchise and patient that Spurs YouTubers don't have following like that. When bandwagons come to the fandom, might change. Yeah, basically you and TSR. Oh, the ones that like are real, just me and TSR. Yeah, the other ones, TSR does watch along. Yeah, I used to do that. I hate it, bro. I'll be honest with you guys. I despise it. I cannot stand. If the Spurs are in the playoffs, I'll do it with you. I'll have fun with that, right? But I cannot stand doing watch parties. It is not worth it. It is not worth it. You don't have enough. I mean, sometimes you have quite a few people like in the fourth quarter, but you don't have enough people in here. You're constantly interacting. I'm missing things because I'm talking the whole time. I don't enjoy it. That's not fun to me. I want to lose my mind in my living room, okay? All right? I want to eat hot wings and lose my mind. Go pee. Wash my hands, of course. Go back. Watch the game. I want to focus. And then I'll come on. Because it's much more fun like that for me, right? Like, I can watch the game and then right after, it's like, all right, I got a lot to say about this game. But just like in the middle of it, what's the point? You have just as many people in at the end of it than during it. And I thought back on when I used to try to find YouTube, which there weren't any. There was literally DC Tree Nation. That was it. And I remember trying to find like anybody talking about the game after the fact, right? Like anybody talking about the game. I would do that all the time. Like I want to see what people had to say about it. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well just jump on after the game. But if we're in the playoffs, I don't mind doing some live streams, obviously. But live tweeting is important too, right? And it's really hard to tweet while also watching games. So DC Tree Nation missing in action. Yeah, I don't know where DC Tree is. I could message him. I think I messaged him on I think I got him added on Instagram. Zite, the creator named Zite. He does Wemby breakdowns. Zite. You know, Noah Magaro does some really good Spurs breakdowns. I don't think he's on there like that though. I don't think he's I don't think he live streams or does a lot. I don't see the Zite person. Zite is a Spurs fan, I think. SSPN. Are they from? They from SS? I'm so confused. Zite is a Lakers fan jumping on the Spurs bandwagon. Good breakdown though. Oh, how you become a Spurs fan? You should watch. You should watch this video. Hold on. I wonder if I just type in because of Manu if my video pop. Yeah, it does. So I did a song. There it is. I did a song called Because of Manu. You should watch it. It's basically because of Manu, but but it was something that happened that was pretty traumatic for me, and I did a song on it. But yeah, it's because of Manu. I'll be honest with you guys, when I like recorded this and I went back and watched it, I teared up. Like, I brought myself back to when I was recording it, I actually brought myself back to that moment. Like, I'm not lying to you. You could probably hear it in my voice. I think it's pretty well done though. But yeah, but Manu Ginobili is the reason I'm a Spurs fan. He's awesome. I'm a Laker fan commenting on a Spurs channel. Is there any chance we can make you a Spurs fan, Mr. 81? We have someone else that I think we might have converted. He was a Kings fan, and I think we might have converted him over. So I'm wondering if we can do that with you, my friend. Yeah, the Kings guy. I haven't seen him in a minute. He was hooked on them Kings. I'm a Lakers fan. I don't switch up, but I'm a Wemby fan. We'll get you. We'll get you. Let me ask you this: how did you become a Lakers fan? What you like about the Lakers? Let's see if we can sell you. Nah, I don't like G Money. Hey, G Money is gonna be one of us soon. Okay, so just be patient with them. I don't like how TSR recently made a video about the finals ratings. Such a stupid thing that anyone who doesn't get paid by the NBA should not be complaining about ratings whatsoever. About ratings? Yeah, I don't really care about rate, because the thing is, the reason why the ratings are low, because like everyone wants to bring up like why the ratings are low. I didn't watch the video. I'm not speaking for TSR. I don't know what explanation he thought, but like my opinion is everyone says like the ratings are so low, and it's because the NBA is soft. It's because this, that, and the third. It's because that. And it's like, bro, the ratings are low because mainstream media does not push these players. They spent all their time the last like 2 decades just talking about LeBron. And now they don't actually watch games, so they don't know what players or what teams to build up. They just complain the whole time. And the NBA is the best it's been in a long time. Like, these finals is the best final series I've seen in years. And they did not market it. They should definitely be helping the NBA in marketing these guys, man. But they're so full of it and they're so focused on narratives. They don't even, because of Kobe. Oh, you're a fan because of Kobe, huh? Oh, you became a fan because of Kobe. Hold on. Let me show you something. Oh, I'm not gonna go with that one. What was the other one? Where is it? Crap. You might have to pay for this one. No, you gotta pay for this one. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. You stay with me. Duplicate that. And you say you're a Wemby fan. Well, my friend, you're in good hands because check this out. Not many people get the Kobe comparisons, but Wembanyama does. He gets those Kobe comparisons. You with me? I never switched up. I'm staying loyal. No, it's okay. You can like the Lakers. You can like them, okay. But Spurs A1, man. All right, so here's the French coach. The French coach for Wemby, he said he stopped the ball too much against that kind of aggressiveness. You can't play that way. You are never one-on-one because they could double screen. Wait, no, this isn't it. This isn't the post. Dang it, this isn't it. Do I have to go back to my post? I have to go to my... Okay, this is going to seem really conceited. I'm so sorry. I have to go to my video. All right, so I've been watching a ton of Victor Wembanyama. All right, so Okay. All right, clan. Hold on. All right, where is it? Hold on. See where it is. Where is it? Here it is. All right, French coach said he is passionate. He's interested in everything, much like Kobe Bryant, who he is a big fan of. So Wemby loves Kobe too. He always wants to understand why he does things. Thus, a different approach is needed. So he got that Mamba mentality. Okay, he's pretty nasty. He's not a pretender like Tatum. Okay, he's not a pretender like Tatum. Another thing too. You have Sean Elliott saying Victor Wembanyama. He compared him to Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Borderline insane and borderline genius. He got a lot of that Tim Duncan gym rat in him. Pop used to joke that they have to kick him out of the gym, like tell him to go home. That's an anomaly for bigs. If you have to ask a big to leave the gym, that's unheard of. He's routinely the last guy in the gym. A lot of that Kobe mentality. I say that he got a little bit of that Kobe mentality, not even a little, a lot, where he really wants to be the best. He really has that hunger and desire. It's almost a... Wait a minute. I don't think we actually ever went over this article. This should have been a segment. Anyways, I'm just letting you know, he absolutely loves Kobe, and he gets compared to Kobe a lot. Okay? That's all I had to say. Kobe is my GOAT. Okay. All right. I just saw that comment review, by the way. Look, Kobe's in here. Kobe's a Spurs fan. Kobe's in here. He said, Kobe says, but I'm a Spurs fan. What's your setup looking like? What do you mean? This isn't even my main camera. This is just my crappy laptop camera. I have to put. I'm gonna move my camera. If people like this, I'll move my camera. I'll move it. We'll see. We'll see how that does. Steph Castle, my GOAT. Heck yeah. Spurs gonna be scary next season if they get KD. Oh, we're not getting KD. It looks like another team has overpaid for him, so we're not gonna get him. Don't worry though, we're still gonna be scary. We got 3 draft picks, and more than likely Spurs gonna do something to bring in another guy. We really need a 3-and-D, another 3-and-D player. But yeah, it's not looking good for us getting KD. Things can change, but right now, looks like we're not getting them. Clan, I know it's nothing, but I really appreciate you just looking at the chat and answering some of my questions. Don't really have anyone to talk to in real life or in the real world, and I just wanted to say thanks. Dude, that means a lot. That means a lot to me. Let me tell you this. Join. Hold on. I need someone to check on this. Check the description box, guys. Is the Discord link in there? I think I made sure it's always in there. And if it is, I want somebody to try to join it. Join the Discord, man. We have, as far as active people, I don't know how many people are actually active right now, but it's a total of 900 and something Spurs fans in there. So maybe you can make a friend out of there and talk to people. Yes. Okay, so it works. Did it let you well, click on it. Did it let you sign up? It wouldn't do anything for me because I'm already in it. Like, what does it say if you click on it? I don't think I have to. I don't think I have to update it. How about Giannis? Oh, Spurs getting Giannis? Nah, we're not getting Giannis. Because if we went after Giannis, we would have to give up way too much. And what we really need to do is add depth. The reason why the KD situation was so beautiful is because we could have gotten KD and then still kept our future, right? But Giannis is one that's worth way more. So I don't know if there's any way of getting Giannis without giving away. Even if you get another team involved, I don't know if you can manage to get him and still keep your future. Yes, they let you sign up. Okay, cool. I just checked. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if you want to join the Discord, you should, man. I got some really great mods over there. So join the Discord. There was like an argument yesterday, though. But join it. The GSG chat. And I got a bunch of different... I don't think I have the Discord on this PC, so I can't show you. Yeah, I can't... Yeah, I don't have it on this PC. Here. But if I go to Discord... There's a bunch of different segments that I added on there, and then my mods did some cool stuff. So it's Clan the Spurs fan server, and on here there's like a bunch of different channels within it. So we got let's see, NBA news. We got the main GSG chat, so that's like the main chat. We got the draft room, so that's like stuff for draft day, trade ideas. We got some NFL, NCAA stuff, WNBA stuff, but I don't know many people really actually on there. MLB stuff you want. In each one is in different topics, right? So one is Spurs talk, so that's the Spurs channel on there. One is sports, so that's just different sports. One is off topic, which I enjoy looking at every now and then. And it's video game talk, anime talk, meme dumps, music, movies, TV, food. I didn't add this one. Okay, this one's very random. I don't. What's the last thing someone was uploading this 2 months ago? I don't know. And then suggestions. I need to get rid of how to call in because I don't do call-ins. I'm not gonna do that. That would be stressful. I don't know. I might do call-ins. I would think about it. Somebody just joined. Who just joined? Oh, 3 of you guys just joined, huh? Here, I'll leave a message. I'll say my Discord always flames me though whenever I come in because they're like, Clan, you're never in here. Like, because I'm not. It's true. I'm never on there, man. I'm never on there. Which I probably should keep track of that. Especially if this channel get any bigger. I probably need to be, really keep that in mind. Should we draft at 14 or trade for a younger player? I don't know, man, because I'm on the fence. Because if Carter Bryant's gone, if Fleming gone, let's say Reno's gone too. I don't know. I'll feel much more comfortable trading away the second round pick though. You probably can get something good out of the 14th. Do you guys think Walker Kessler is available? I wonder how much he would cost. Do you think Walker Kessler is available? I haven't heard anything. I want my Lakers to trade for the Spurs 14th pick. What's the Lakers pick? Do they have a pick? Do the Lakers have a pick this year? Because last time I checked, Lakers didn't have any picks. That's another thing. We have a great organization. Lakers got 55. Lakers got 55, bro. Be a Spurs fan. We're smart with our picks. We're smart with it. And keep this in mind too, Mr. 81. Check this out. Check this out. The direction the NBA is going in, you're no longer going to be able to just buy your stars, right? You can't buy your stars. Look at what's about to happen to the Celtics, right? You can't just buy it. You can't do it. Well, the Celtics actually did it the right way. That's a bad example. They did it a pretty good way, but they are spending a lot of money. But the NBA as a whole, you're not going to be able to just buy superstars. The Spurs have been doing it this way forever. Being a small market team, you had a dynasty with a small market team, almost unheard of nowadays. They did that. So going into this transition where everyone's going to have to do that, they're just in our swimming pool now. We've been here the whole time. We're used to this. We're going to thrive in this type of environment, right? Gone are the days where you have to go against a super team to beat them, where we have to play the most beautiful form of basketball ever known to man to beat a super team. Those days are gone. 2014 was ridiculous. The way we had to play to beat them was ridiculous. No one else would have been able to do it at that time. So come on over, man. Also, look how welcoming the chat is to you. I've seen how Lakers fans interact. I see how Lakers fans are. Tell me one Lakers chat that's kind to you. You're one of them and they're not kind to you. The community sucks. You don't suck. I'm not saying you suck, but the Lakers fans suck. Hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna show you something else. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something else. Give me a second. Wait, why can't I bring this up? Okay. Yeah, let me show you some. Show you a little something, okay? Or actually, what's his name on here? Just there we go. Look at this. Say you're a Wemby fan, right? Let me show you some. Don't you want to be part of this community? Wemby tweeted this out. He says, when I'm in a positive comment competition and my opponent is a Spurs fan. So this is a list of all the Spurs or all the fans out there, okay? And how negative they are on the internet. Let's just see how negative they are. Let's see where the Lakers are. Look at this. Look at it. The Lakers are top 14. They are top 14 in toxicity. That is a toxic fan base. They're right dead spank in the middle. Pretty negative franchise. And this is from this past season. And they got Luka, or well, you are a Lakers fan. You got Luka, and they're still complaining. Terrible, horrible. Who wants to deal with that? But the Spurs, we're all the way at the bottom. We're all the way at the bottom. We won like 2 games this year. We won like 2.5 games this year. But yet, the negativity is at an all-time low. Sizable gap, mind you. 21% negative comments. So how you feeling? You want to be part of the community, or? Yeah, we're dead last. We're just better, bro. Spurs gonna get Trey. Yeah, we don't really need Trey at this point. Spurs community is goated. It is. It is. But Lakers, I mean, you don't want to be around all that negativity, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're a Laker fan. No, why don't you just watch them from a distance and come over here? Trade Dalton for 14th pick, please. You don't have to worry about trading into the 4th. Listen, Mr. 81. You don't have to worry about trading into the 14th. If you're a Spurs fan, you just got the 14th. You got the 2nd and the 14th. You know, don't take crumbs here, my friend. Don't take crumbs. I know you say you don't switch up, but like, you're a Wemby fan. At one point, you started off a Kobe fan. No one's going to blame you. If you stay a Lakers fan, they're going to curse you out. If you leave, they're going to curse you out. It doesn't really make a difference. You're there, you're not. All right? Very negative community. I just want to move into the first round as a Lakers fan. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You a Kobe fan, okay? You're a Kobe fan. Kobe would be ashamed of what's going on with that franchise, man. Don't worry about it. Lakers legit didn't. I don't want to talk too bad about your franchise, but like Lakers legit had no plan before Luka came in. Like, I was like, man, they're really gonna suck, especially with the direction the NBA is going in, where you have to actually build your teams, and they don't really have any. They didn't have any draft capital. It was just like, what are you gonna do, man? I mean, you can't just buy your way to championships anymore. And then Luka just falls into their lap. Like, what's that about? If you're a fan of pure basketball rather than business, the Spurs are your best bet. The more 81, how about this? I'm a Kobe and Laker fan. Okay. How about this? Join our live streams. Okay. Join the live streams. Come in, subscribe to the channel. That's not me trying to like advertise the channel, but subscribe to the channel. But just come in, put the noties on. When we go live, we're going to eventually groom you. I'm already subscribed. Okay. Just come in every time we live stream, okay? We're going to get you over there. We're going to get you over there. because you'll get to really see what Spurs culture is like. Spurs culture is pretty dope. It's pretty great. Grooming was wild. Yeah, grooming's pretty wild. But yeah, Spurs are awesome. I really do mean that. They're a Class A organization, and you see it more and more if you pay attention to the channel. Like you'll see like little nuances with like post game interviews and stuff. Like we're a legit franchise. Like we're a great franchise. I don't think, and every player that's played for the Spurs, they come out of and they're like, yeah, that's the best franchise I've ever played for. You will never convert me to being a Spurs fan, but I do respect y'all. Yeah, just take some time. It's okay. It'll just take some time. It's all right. It's all right. Like Justin Bieber once said, never say never. Bieber said that. He's a very wise young man. Sometimes you should say never, though. That's probably not a good... Yeah, sometimes you should say never. But with this wouldn't hurt you. This would only improve. This would only improve your overall happiness if you were a Spurs fan, I promise you. Diddy said okay? Yeah, Diddy said okay. But like, yeah, sometimes you should say never. Sometimes you should say never. That's true, 81. They got good... You like Mexican food? What made you decide to start YouTube? I'm just wondering. It was the Kawhi Leonard trade. So it was a few things. So number one, I actually started off on Instagram. I'm Spurs Clan on there now. I started off as Spurs Dynasty, and I was doing that like in high school, like freshman year of high school. And I was just constantly on there. It was back when you couldn't even post videos. Like you just post pictures. I think that was high school. Yeah, and I was on there nonstop. I just wanted to talk about the Spurs. And then as far as YouTube is concerned, I always thought about it because there was no YouTube channels. Now you can find a few Spurs YouTube channels, but at the time it was none. And I was like, I have nobody to talk to about this because I'm not from San Antonio. I'm actually originally from Memphis. So I was like, there's nobody in my school that talks about the Spurs. No one ever says anything. No one cares. And this is after graduation, obviously some years after graduation. But when the Kawhi Leonard stuff happened, that's when I was like, I need to air this out because that was like making me so angry. So I actually came in right when the Spurs, or I made a channel or started uploading to the channel right when the Spurs became, they were almost mediocre. They weren't mediocre yet, but they were almost mediocre. But yeah. Well, I won't dox myself. I won't just dox myself. San Antonio got better Mexican food than Cali. I actually I've been to Mexico twice. One time I went, it was more touristy Mexico. Like it was like a cruise and then you're in Mexico, but you're not in Mexico. You know what I mean? And then it was one where I was actually in the trenches. Okay. I was actually in Mexico. Oh my God. I kind of hate it because like, I haven't had any carnitas even close to that. And can someone explain something to me? All right. Those of you that's from Mexico. Okay. Well, I guess you don't even have to be from Mexico. If you're Mexican and you have like, you know, Mexican family or whatever, you probably know what I mean. Carnitas underrated. Carnitas are amazing. But all right. So in Mexico, they had these like rotisserie chickens and they were absolutely delicious. And I haven't been able to get anything even close to it. And I don't know what it was called, but I was having it like every other day. What is that called? It can't just be rotisserie chicken. What is it called? It was like was it kind of sweet? I just remember it being delicious, man. If you're in San Antonio, you can get that chicken. No, it's not that. It's not that. It was a rotisserie chicken. It was like, is that what it is? Pollo. Okay, hold on. Yo, I think that's it. Because the outside of it, hold on, I'll show you. Because the outside of it looks like this. I think this is it. How do you say it? You said Pollo Reggio? Wait, is this a restaurant? Oh, this is a restaurant. Okay, what is it called, though? So I got this in Mexico. What is this called? It can't just be called chicken. Pollo Reggio. Yeah, it looked like this, though. It did look like that. What is that? And it was a whole rotisserie chicken. It was a whole rotisserie chicken spinning. Pollo rostizado? It's called pollo asado? What is it called? I'm gonna try pollo rostizado. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher. Oh wait, sorry. This might be it. It had a little bit more color than some of these pictures. Yeah, it definitely looked different than that. That looked like nothing's on it. It had a little bit more, but this might be it. Yeah, it looked like this. Yeah, it looked just like this. Yeah, it looked just like this. Where the heck can I get this? I need it in my life. I also need to check and see how many calories are in it. Or carbs in it. It's just roast chicken in Spanish. Okay. Pollo asado, bro. Okay, so that's what it's actually. Okay. All right, okay. Okay, so this must be the sauce they put on it. Yeah, it looked like this. And they were cooking a bunch of them. This must be it. Something like that. Yeah, I need this in my life. Alright, we figured it out. Yeah, they put different sauce. Yeah, it's like a Mexican style chicken. The closer you get to the border, the better. I saw the funniest video on TikTok, dude. Somebody was like, thanks for deporting me. I'm going to enjoy my 1 week vacation. And then he just came back. It was so funny. He just came back. Well, I'm keto, so I can't have that. All those things you named, I can't have it. You said rice, corn, beans, tortilla, like everything you named, I can't have it. That's why I couldn't be on a Mexican palate. Do more live streams. This is a vibe. I'm really enjoying it, especially when I'm bored. I do plenty of live streams. I'm actually going to go live. I'm going to get off in a second because I'm going to go live again tomorrow. Wait, do I need to go live tomorrow? Is it tomorrow or is it? How many segments did we do today? Do you guys know? How many things did we go over? Because I need enough segments for, let's see. We did 4? What's tomorrow? Saturday? Yeah, we'll go live again tomorrow, and we'll have to do a couple segments, which will be perfect because I want to go over the Jeremy Sohan interview because we haven't finished that. Why are you on a diet? You look like you weigh 190. Dude, that's where I want to be. I'm like, I gained so much. I was at 190 at one point. I gained so much weight. I'm like at 230. I think I'm like 230. I'm pretty tall. That's probably why you think that. But yeah, I'm trying to get back down. I'll be going to Japan soon. That's going to be fun. We already mentioned that earlier in the chat, earlier in the stream. That's going to be fun because I'll probably lose quite a bit of weight out there. I'm super skinny, can't gain weight. It's so infuriating. I wish I could give you some advice on it, but like I have the complete opposite, right? I gain so much weight. If I have like, let's just say 3 days of junk food in a row, I gain so much weight. I gain weight so fast. And as you guys probably know, if you ever been on diets or whatnot, it's so much harder to lose the weight the second time than you did the first time. At one point, I was like at what was I? I was like 280, 290. Like I was nearly 300 pounds. And losing weight, it took a little while, but it did not take that long. Like, I was just like shedding it, bro. Like it was like super easy. Not easy, but you get what I'm saying. But like this time around, it's like, this is so hard. And I was like, I don't remember it being this hard. Now, the one thing that is good though, and this is why I think everybody should lift, okay? And this isn't like one of those like cringy, dude bros. Hey, you need to lift. You need to lift, man. That'll solve your manic depression. You need to lift. I'm not saying that, okay? All right. I'm not saying that. Clan realizing he turned an unk. It's hard. It's harder the second time. I think it's just harder anyways. I have crackhead metabolism. I ate too much every day for a month straight and gained like 2 pounds. Then lost it the second I stopped overeating. That's crazy. Yeah, I got the complete opposite. Anyways, what I was gonna say was, when you gain muscle, it's really important. You need to lift weights, gain muscle, because even if you lose it, like you stop working out, once you start working out again, it's like the opposite with weight loss, right? So when you start working out again, you get that muscle back so much faster than you did the first time. So it's like the opposite. So if you lose weight, you lose it fast, and then it's harder the second time. If you gain muscle and you lose it, you gain it back fast the second time. I don't know the specifics of it, but it has something to do. You guys probably know the specifics, but like it has something to do with like some of the not tissue, but the cells that you created by working out initially, they're still there. So when you don't have to go through the process of getting those back, something like that. Like you don't have to go through the process of getting those back. They're already there. You just basically activating them, and then they're like, oh yeah. It probably has something to do with the fact that your body doesn't actually want to lose body fat. It thinks that something's wrong. So if it sees it doing that again, they're like, okay, guys, you need to shut down. That's what I'm assuming, right? We need to make sure we don't lose weight. And then when it comes to muscle, it's like you're breaking down muscle, and it's like, okay, we need to be prepared for this next time. So then when you gain muscle again, it's like we're ready. I think that's probably what's going on. Muscle memory. Yeah. That's what's going on. Yeah, something like that. I just work out to maintain some form of consistency. But that is great though, because it is, I'm trying to get back into the gym. I went yesterday. I'm trying to get back to the gym consistently, because if you're in the gym consistently, you lose weight so much faster, because the muscle, when it builds, your metabolism goes up. So that's the main thing. You deadlift, bro? I mean, I do a little bit of everything. Here, this is my workout stuff. Where is it? Here it is. My workout stuff. And I've been focused on my cardio as of late. Man, I got this body weight vest. It's awesome. I was a monster with the first time I lost. Like when I was at that 290, I was obsessed with it, bro. I was like obsessed. I was watching videos every single day. Like that's all I thought about was losing weight. Like that's all I like. And yeah, I still have it. I went for a walk the other day with it on. I think it's like 40 pounds or something like that. But yeah, I was putting that thing on. I was doing insanity while wearing that thing, bro. If you guys ever did insanity, it's crazy. I was doing insanity while wearing a weighted vest. It was crazy. I'm already really skinny, but my stamina has been bad of late. Yeah, I mean, I'm jealous of my girlfriend. That girl's skinny. She'll eat what she eats like an anime character. She can eat like an anime character. Like she's like Naruto. She's like Goku, bro. She'll eat like a Naruto character and like not gain much of anything. That's like me. Yeah. No carbs, but fat is flavor. After you like don't have carbs for a while, you realize it's not all that. The only thing I like legitimately miss is like fries and like fried chicken. That's like the things I really miss, especially fries. But I don't really miss bread like that. I will literally buy a McDouble or a couple McDoubles and like not eat the bread. And I don't even care. So I need bread. Oh wait, I do miss croissants. I miss croissants. But there's alternative to a lot of things like sliced bread. You don't have to get sliced bread. You can just do the keto version of sliced. Hold on. I'll show you. All right, so this bread here. So I got these tortillas, right? 0 carb. They're dope. Okay. 0 carb. And literally, if you just fry, you put some, I don't know, MCT oil or something on the frying pan, you can't tell the difference. I'll be honest with you, you can't tell the difference. And this is where you really can't tell the difference. I cannot tell the difference. This is so much better too. Hawaiian sliced bread, 0 carbs. It is so much better than just regular bread, in my opinion. So much better. Like, it blows my mind. I think a lot of people don't pick this type of stuff up because they're like, oh, it's going to be so inferior to what I already have. So they just don't try it. I'll tell you this right now. Like, you can, like, we have too many carbs every day anyways. Just like make small changes like that. You'll feel pretty awesome. Cause like, I can't tell the difference, guys. We love some Hawaiian sweet rolls. They used to have keto Hawaiian sweet rolls and they're no longer there. I do miss those. They used to have that. But you take this, they also have like cinnamon bread of this, and this is from Lewis shop. You can get it at Walmart. I think I got this at Kroger though. About $6, I think. Every word you just said is devastating to my ears. He says about $6. I don't think so. I think this was like $3. You know how prices go at grocery stores, man. They jump up and down from like day to day. Ketone boosters. Oh yeah, that little yeah. How expensive? Yeah, I think it was like $4. I think that's how much this was. $4 or $5. You on the Coke Zero train, or are you? No, I'm on Coke Zero. Yeah, I got Coke Zero. When I make because I'm gonna make carnitas, probably gonna cook them tomorrow. And I use Coke Zero. Bro, when I go to Whataburger, I literally get 2 large meat patties with 1 slice of cheese, no buns, and it's under $5. No clan, the benefits of keto bread outweighs the comfort of mainstream bread. Oh, you agree? Yeah. Oh, agree, clan. Okay, the benefits of keto bread outweighs the comfort. Yeah. Another thing I used to do, right? Now, I'm going to do this when I actually hit my goals again. And I used to do it when I hit my goals. Because when you get to your goals, man, you can be a little bit more flexible. My problem was I went to Mexico. I came back and I was like, I miss all this food. And I ate all of it and I gained all the weight back, right? And then you start feeling down about yourself. You don't go to the gym as much. It's the whole thing, right? But one thing I used to do, especially if you want to keep your carb levels down and you still want it to be fire, they also have buns, right, that you can get. And what I would do is I would go to Chick-fil-A. I would just get the filet, right? I'd be like, give me 2 fillets, just the fillets with some pickles, right? They'll do that. They take money off of it, by the way, if they don't include the bread. Not every place does that. So you get that, come home, put a little bit of butter on your buns, your keto buns, cook them, or maybe even throw them in the, be careful with that. You might need parchment paper, but you can throw it in the toaster, maybe. I didn't do that. I would just cook it on the stove, and then boom, you got that. Not only that, hold on, you're probably thinking, but clan, I like that Chick-fil-A sauce. Well, my friend, hold on. My boys, I got the answer for you, okay? Yeah, you can buy the sauce they make copycat. Yeah, you get that, what's his name? G. Hughes sugar-free dipping sauce called the famous Cluckin'. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference, bro. You can't tell the difference. No pasta? My friend! There's stuff you can buy for that, but don't buy keto pasta. It's not that great. But my friend, you can't tell the difference with pasta either. I make lasagna, and what you'll do is the noodles, just get you some chicken slices from the deli, man. Get some chicken slices from the deli. Whatever flavor you want. You can't tell the difference. You might tell the difference a little bit, but you really can't tell the difference. Or you can use zucchini, right? If you want to be a health nut. Or you can just do all meat. There's a YouTube channel. It was a YouTube channel that did a video on like meaty lasagna. Like you type in no noodles, meaty lasagna or something. It's freaking delicious, bro. You basically create your own noodles using cheese. Do you use cream cheese? I forget. I haven't made it in so long. Even pizza, you can make your own dough. But I don't really care for keto pizza that much. You're right, Clan. There's some all-natural sauces that avoid the chemicals. I don't know too much about that, though. I didn't know about that. Alfredo? You might be screwed with that. But literally anything that you want, type in, probably jump on TikTok, honestly. Type that in and then put keto at the end of it. Just about everything. Even freaking, hold on. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you exactly what to buy. If you want to use flour, now this is a little bit more expensive. Obviously, it's gonna be more expensive. But if you want flour, this is the closest thing to natural. You know, I could say almond flour, which I use almond flour, but like, if you want something and not be able to tell the difference when you fry something, you can do this. Buy this. This in particular is actually pretty awesome. Keto wheat. You can't tell the difference. There is no difference. There is no difference. I was actually surprised how little of a difference there is. You can't tell. It's so close to it. It feel like it's just flour. Like you cook with this, you'll be like, they're lying. This is just flour. a lot of stuff out there. It's much healthier than just regular flour. That's what's up. When I lived in Japan, I was in the best shape of my life. I walked every day, no car, just the subway. That's all it took. Well, I'll be visiting Japan soon. I want to live there next year, right? Pretty sure I got a company that's gonna say yes. But I don't know when because I don't want to start at the beginning of the year. I want to spread it out. I need one more summer, but we'll see how that goes. I'll try to talk to, I don't know how that's going to go. And I don't want to take the other job that I could take. But anyways, I say all that to say this. I'm looking forward to going to Japan and living there. That's a big green flag for me. Walkable cities, walkable towns. That's really important for me. Oh, really? The more you complicate your keto diet with add-ons with keto-specific ingredients, I found I lose less in weight while in ketosis. Well, I mean, all of it really does just come down to calorie deficit, right? Keto just kind of it should speed up the process, but yeah, if you like for instance, if you have like a lot of salt, right, with your keto stuff, and there's certain ingredients that they'll put in that kind of holds on to water, and you're gonna be it's gonna be hard for you to tell that you're losing weight for a while if you're just holding on to so much water all the time. Clan, watch Perfect Days, great film, particularly about life in Tokyo. Okay. I'll watch it. I buy no bleach flour and make homemade bread. Oh, that's cool. They make good cheese bread. Does Japan F with Mexicans? From my understanding, they're a pretty respectful culture, but like if you're a foreigner, like, you know, people are gonna look like, what the heck? Because it's, you know, it's mostly Japanese people that live there. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling when I'm there. See how I like it. And I'm also going to the countrysides too, so I'm making sure I don't just go to the big cities, because I don't want it to be like an anime fairy land. I want my idea of it to be as close to reality as possible. So I am going to go to Tokyo, and then I'm going up to Sendai, and then a little bit outside of there, I have a friend who lives out there. We're going to see her, and she's in the countryside. Country is where foreigners get the looks. Well, that's where I'm going to get those looks then. Authentic experience. Yeah. It's like Mexico, man. Like when I went to, I don't hate Mexico or anything. But I got a much more authentic look of what life in Mexico could look like, and I did not like it. I felt unsafe. It was literally we drove by like a small little warehouse, or was it like a farm? I don't remember. It might have been like a farm. And apparently the cartels like killed a multitude of people. Like a bunch of bodies were found there, like a week or two before I was there. Like I was very uncomfortable, bro. Not to say America's safe, but like you topple that with not knowing Spanish. Oh my God. depends on area. Of course it depends on area. Yeah, because I went... did I go to Mexico City? It was some city I was at, and it was absolutely beautiful in Mexico. So everything depends on area, but... But, like, just finding dip, I mean, come on. Absolutely, Adrian. Yeah. All right, yeah. Old samurai walking around. It's kind of funny. My friend said that she met a Yakuza member in Japan, and she was like, I didn't even know he was Yakuza. Like, she was like, he was really kind. He was like, hey, come on over. And she sat down. They had drinks, him and like a few of his buddies or something like that. And then she noticed at the tail end, she gave him her number and everything. And then she noticed at the tail end, he was missing a finger. And she's like, oh my God. He's like, this is a Yakuza member. Yeah, sadly, cartel is a huge problem. Yeah. Of course, you don't know he is Yakuza. People in Japan are super polite, but pretty racist, to be frank. I mean, to be fair. I mean, probably, yeah. Probably. I mean, they don't... Like, you got to keep in mind, how I would view it is, you really don't have any access to, like, how people actually are, right? Like, all you get is our media. And to be fair, you know, other than white, if you're outside of white, you're not depicted in the greatest light. Historically, that is. We're getting a little better with that now, but like historically. Americans carry a bad stigma. Yeah, that too. Not gonna lie, I feel like someone's gonna ask for your autograph in Japan. I don't. Why would they do that? I think I did hear, like, if you're like, some people have gone and they're pretty tall and they're like, oh, hello. Yeah, it's not the same type of... racism might not be the right word for it, because it's not the same type. He said it's not racist like USA, but you're definitely a foreigner, always, no matter what. Yeah, it's like a... I don't know. I feel like there is a difference between... I mean, there are different words. There is a difference between stereotyping and racism. Like, I think that there's racism is a little bit stronger. You're 6'3", bro. Man, you know how tall is the average Japanese person? Let's see, Japanese man. 5'7". Wait, what about America? What about Americans? 5'9". The average American's 5'9". The average Japanese citizen is 5'7". So yeah. US and Canada are better in terms of treating foreigners even now. I don't know how. I don't know about that, man. US is pretty bad when it comes to foreigners. I guess it goes back to what we said earlier, right? Like, where someone was like, it depends on the area. Maybe it just kind of depends on the area where you're at. But like, a lot of areas in America, they do not treat foreigners well. If you similar to them, US loves foreigners. I guess. North Korea is great with foreigners. Always thought that too. Clan probably a celeb in San Antonio. I haven't been to San Antonio in so long. I do wonder. I don't know how many people would actually know me. Like just cruising around San Antonio. I don't know, man. I think you would get mobbed if you were walking. No, I wouldn't. People from San Antonio, how many people, like, do people know me at all in San Antonio? I don't know, bro. I don't know if anyone knows me in San Antonio. Like, I don't have that big of a channel. I feel like we're kind of a small echo chamber here. Yeah, I don't know if anyone knows me in... I don't know. That's stupid. If you at the arena, you'll be recognized. It's been so long since I've been in San Antonio. The time in which I went, yeah, nobody would have known at all. But I don't know. I feel like I can get away with like people not knowing. What year was that? Oh my God, 2018. 2018, because that was the year that Kawhi came back briefly. And I caught him when he came back briefly. I wish you the best of luck in Japan, Clan, but only the big cities like Tokyo and Osaka and in their suburbs. Is it practical to be careless? Oh, did like you mean be like be wait, what do you mean? Only big cities like Tokyo and Osaka you can be careless? I don't really know what you mean. Obviously, I haven't been there yet, so that's why I'm asking. Because I was of the assumption that Osaka would be a city you do need to be careful. You're the biggest Spurs fan YouTube channel. I guess you are somewhat recognizable in San Antonio. Guess we'll see. Whenever I go back. Which will be bigger by that time, so that'll be cool. Whenever I do go back. So what's up with KD? We're not getting him. I'm putting my money on us not getting him. More than likely another team gave a crazy offer and the Spurs like, yeah, no. And I also brought up that I think a big part of this is teams are afraid of San Antonio, to be frank. They don't want the Spurs getting KD. The organization acknowledges you? When has the organization acknowledged me? You're doing a lot for them, to be honest. Man, they never recognized me. You need to live here and be a reporter for the Spurs. I would hate that. I would hate being a reporter. That would drive me crazy. Oh, that's what I'm asking? Oh, no, they never acknowledged me. It's like a few times, like, and it was just a reporter that mentioned it. Like when we did that it wasn't a GoFundMe. What did we do that on? We did that petition for Bertans to be in the 3-point shooting contest. And it was a joke. And they asked him about that. He was like, oh yeah, I saw that. Like, I know here's the thing. I know for a fact Spurs players know of me. Okay? I know for a fact that Spurs players know of me. I know that Derek White know of me because his dad posts my videos all the time, and Derek White has acknowledged the Dear Derek video. I know that DeJounte Murray knows of me because I had that whole weird stint with his dad. I know Jeremy Sohan knows of me. He followed me for a while. I don't know if someone told him to not follow me no more. Carolina Teague knows you? Well, yeah, Carolina Teague knows me. She's cool. Spurs should start acknowledging you and other good Spurs channels to have more of a social media grasp and catch up with the rest of the NBA, really. Has, when he unfollowed, it was a while ago. Other NBA teams do that? I didn't know that. They should. They should. Yes? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, they should. Unfortunately, though, here's the thing. You start collabing with the team, how critical can you be? I mean, I'm already not that bad. Like, I'm not sitting here, like, trashing players all the time. Like, I don't do that. But, like, how critical can you get? Or how critical would you be comfortable with getting? RC Buford knows you and he will find you. YouTube is the new wave, really. It really is. That's true. KJ hates you, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Clan, you know Don Harris? No, I don't know. I know Noah. I've talked to him a few times. I know, and that's Noah Magaro. I know Tom Petrini. He's cool. We had him on the channel at one point. Is there anybody else? That might be the only two. I had the sixth man on here before. Wes. He's a cool guy. He's from Australia. Yeah, I had him on the channel at one point, and we talked a little bit. I think he was quite sleepy, I think, during that, because the time zone. So he was struggling a little bit. You could tell he was tired. That dude knows basketball, man. I remember one of the questions I asked him was like, how did he get so knowledgeable? And he like brought up like so many books. I was like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, I read this and I read that and I read this. I was like, oh my God. I like his channel. He does have a good channel. Tom Petrini's cool. Tom Petrini's very cool. You should go on Spurs Bros podcast. They are pretty cool. I don't know anything about them. Six Man is dope. True Spurs ally. His accent is dope too. Yeah, he's a very nice dude. He's a very kind, nice guy. You ever try to reach out to the Spurs, tell them you're a content creator and want to make a game day vlog? Man, when have they ever done that? I've never seen them do that. I get those magic spoon cereals. I got it, bro, before, and I hated it. It might have been one flavor that was okay, tolerable, and I was like, is this worth it? Like, is it worth the amount of money for this just for me to have something that's tolerable? I was like, I'll just go cold turkey from cereal. I don't have to have cereal. Screw that. I was like, I'll just have cereal when I can again. Definitely didn't taste as good as Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. I guess cereal would be something I miss. I don't miss milk. After having almond milk for so long, I don't miss milk at all. Just get vanilla almond milk. You on a diet? Yeah, I'm on keto. As I got older, I stopped eating cereal. Cereal's dope. Cereal's pretty great. I love Honey Bunches of Oats. Yeah, those are really good. Bruh, milkshakes. You can make keto milkshakes. There's certain things you can make and you can't tell the difference. Not really. You know? Like there's keto ice cream out there. You can't really tell the difference. I get my fiber from cereal. Cereal's dope. Yeah, I just want to hit my goals so then I can go back to like moderation. I'm not doing this forever. Hit my goals and go into moderation. What's keto? It's just a low calorie or low, well, always low calorie. It's a low carb, high fat diet. That's all it is. Just means you can't eat. Like you try to keep your carbs, your net carbs under 20. So net carbs are basically like if you look at the back of, for instance, if you look at the back at this, and how would you calculate it, right? So like it's your net carbs. You want to keep it under 20 for the day. If you really a demon, if you really into it, you want to keep it under 10 a day. It's pretty challenging at first until you start understanding alternatives and what you can eat and can't eat and all that good stuff, right? But you start to realize like sugar is in everything. Everything that we eat, it's like it blows your mind. Like when you get on keto and then you go into the grocery store, it throws you off how much sugar we have in everything. But basically what you'll do, you'll take the total carbs, right? So the total carbs says 9 grams on this, and then you'll minus it by any artificial sugars or fiber, right? So it's 9 grams of carbs, but 8 grams of fiber. So you would minus that. So this is 1 gram of carbs. So one slice of bread is 1 gram of carbs from this that I have. So that's how you would calculate it. That's hard. It's actually, it seems hard. I promise it's not that bad. Like at first it was hard. It is not that bad. When you get used to it, it's like, oh yeah, this is easy. And then the more you do it, like for instance, now I know exactly what I can have. Like I can go into the grocery store and I can get a bunch of food knowing exactly what I'm going to have, how I'm going to do it or whatever. Right. But before when I first started, it was very difficult because I was like, dude, I don't know. Everything has sugar in it. Everything. But then you realize, okay, that's not 100% true. You can find some alternatives there, right? And it's like very small things too. Like you can have fast food, right? You go to fast food, you go to Five Guys. Five Guys is awesome for this. By the way, you're keto, you can go to Five Guys. Go to Five Guys, get it lettuce wrapped. No bread, lettuce wrapped. You'll realize it's not. You're not missing as bread as much as you think. Some bread is just unnecessary. The first time I went to Five Guys and I did no bread, I was like, what did I need bread for? Like, this was actually delicious. All the flavors outside of the bread, honestly. Now, I will admit, I said this earlier, you need to get your own bread for Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A's bread is very great. It's delicious. And it does add to it. So you need to get your own keto buns. But you can find them like in Walmart or most Walmart should have it. I only eat cake. Well, I mean, you can make keto cake. Yeah, the calories can mess you up though, fat, etc. Yeah, having a lot of fat can mess you up. But I mean, that's the keto diet, right? Fat isn't necessarily what will make you gain all those pounds. Dude, try to have fat-free anything. It's disgusting. I tried fat-free ranch. I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting. So gross. Just get the low sodium ones. Yeah, I can't really tell that much of a difference with low sodium stuff, to be honest. Like you get soy sauce, low sodium, I can't really tell the difference. What do you subtract again? Yeah, so you take the total carbs, right? And so it'll be bold. So you see, oh crap. Actually, why am I doing it this way? This is 2025. We have the internet. sure there's a picture on here. It's super simple. All right, here we go. Oh wait, this one's better. That's Facebook. It's gonna be an ugly picture, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, it's an ugly picture because it's straight from Facebook. Hold on. Okay. All right. So basically, what you do, it's self-explanatory on here, but when you look at your label, you look at the total carbs, and then you minus fiber, and then you minus any sugar, alcohol, right? So for instance, there's some stuff, it'll make you, now if it has a lot of sugar, alcohol, especially like sugar-free candy or whatever, and it has a lot of sugar, it will make you gassy. Like, do not have too much of it. It'll make you gassy. But basically, if something's down here and it has like a weird name, it's just artificial sugar. Okay. So just total carbs, -6, -1. So total carbs is 1. Sorry, I said 9. Is 1. Right? That's all it is. So you just take total carbs. Total carbs is going to be in bold, and then minus what's underneath it. And fiber doesn't count because fiber doesn't get digested, right, guys? Fiber doesn't get digested. It just like goes straight through, doesn't it? Yeah, fiber is not digested. Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that cannot be broken down by the human digestive system. It passes through, the tract, largely undigested, providing various health benefits. So fiber doesn't get digested. That's why you just minus it from the carbs, because it doesn't count, because it's not going to be digested. So it doesn't matter. Do you bake your own bread? No, I don't bake my own bread. I just go to the grocery store and get bread. Literally, this is keto. This is a keto, and it's delicious. Fiber helps regulate blood sugar. The one thing that's cool about these tortillas, the carb counter tortillas, and they got like 0 carb tortillas or whatever else they call it. It comes with a lot of fiber. So it's 14 grams carbohydrates, 13 grams of fiber, right? So it's only 1 carbohydrate. But I thought this was 0. Okay, this says 0. It's not really explaining why it's 0. Oh, wait. Yeah, it does. Yeah, this is 0 carbs because it's 1 gram of artificial sugar. So, yeah. Clay, you drink coconut water? Ugh. I never did that. Is that good? I heard it's pretty good for you. My girlfriend had some coconut water. I think it was pretty high in sugar. Are fruits good for keto? Certain fruits, you got to be careful with fruit. So like you can do, if it has a berry in it, you can basically do it. Like strawberries is okay in moderation. Blackberries are the best. I think blackberries are the best you could do. Raspberries, yeah, you're pretty good there. But like if you're talking about like a banana, that's quite high. What else is pretty high? Like apple is pretty high. Yeah, fruits are pretty high. Some fruits have a lot of sugar in it. Blackberries, yep, very good for you. Kiwi, I don't know about kiwi. I never looked into it because I never really liked kiwi like that. I like kiwi flavored things. So yeah, so as far as fruit, berries are pretty good. Grapes, nah, grapes got about 0.4 carbs per grape. So like, I mean, you have 2 grapes and that's already a carb, you know? No one's just gonna sit there and eat like 6 grapes and that's your grapes for the day. Like, no one's gonna do that. I never ate berries on keto. I like watermelon. But yeah, watermelon is also one. All of them you got to be careful. That's the main thing. All of them you basically have to be careful. Except for berries. I think you're pretty good with berries. Blackberries is your go-to. Literally just get some blackberries and get some whipped cream and you're good, man. Whipped cream is like I think whipped cream maybe got like 1 carb in it, maybe. You can get 0 sugar ones like with no sugar at all, and it's just 0. Like, yeah, fruit's more paleo. Yeah. How long you been on keto? I've been on and off. So when I was originally like near 300 pounds, I lost a bunch of weight. And then I went to Mexico, came back. I wasn't on keto. Like, and I gained all that weight back, which I really hated, but can't control it now. Now let me see if I can show you a picture. I posted a picture on Twitter a while ago. I did a before and after. Which the amount of muscles I have in the after, they went down a little bit since, because I wasn't consistent in the gym. But as far as how long I've been doing it, I would say maybe 2019? around 2019? Yeah, so check this out. Hold on. So that was me close to my biggest. Yeah, I was close to my biggest. And then after keto and working out like crazy, I got about there. And now I would say I'm probably like 10 pounds of fat over this. But like I said, I can get back to this. Just gotta stay at the gym. I need to go to the gym tomorrow. Main thing is getting sleep. I haven't been getting good sleep. Sleep will really help you. But yeah, so that's like the before and after. Say good job. Well, it's like I don't like feel proud of it right now because it's like I'm not really there, you know? I'm not right where I am in that picture right now. But that's the thing. That's the crazy part. So this is after I've been off for a while and then I went back to working out. So like I said, if you already have that muscle, if you already built the muscle, even when you lose it, you can get it back super fast, right? Like if I just take like 3 weeks of consistency, I'll be back. Like muscle wise, I'll be back up because, yeah. All right, let me look this up. Let me look something up real quick. Yeah, like somebody said earlier, it's muscle memory on why it's easier to gain muscle faster the second time. It is indeed faster to regain muscle mass after losing it than it was to build it initially. This phenomenon is often attributed to muscle memory, where the previous trained muscle cells retain certain advantages. But yeah. Extra nuclei that facilitate faster regrowth. So yeah, so like basically all those cells that were already there, even though your muscle went down, they're still there. So you don't have to go through the process of getting those again. It's pretty cool. So you can get muscles pretty fast the second time. I just got laid off on Wednesday and I don't hit the gym the rest of the week. Or I didn't hit the gym the rest of the week. Tomorrow might be a Saturday workout. Yeah, man, do it. Do it. I'm sorry about your job. Hopefully you find something soon. But yeah, man, do it. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Crypto. He says, there's many walks in life that we take where we never see progress or don't stop to recognize, but we're strengthened or better by it. Celebrate your victories. You earned it. Thanks, man. Clay, you don't have to answer. Do you own a gun? No, I don't own a gun. I got spray though. I got pepper spray. What is it called? It's like it's a big. You probably thinking like you got that little thing of pepper spray. Hold on. Hold on. I got wait. There it is. Look at this. Look at this. What is it? It's pepper gel. It's not even pepper spray, bro. It's pepper gel. Gangsta. Thug life. What y'all know about that? You don't know about that? Me neither. It used to surprise me when certain people told me they own guns, but not anymore. Well, guns can be fun. I guess my main thing is just like certain guns. It's like why do you own that? That makes me uncomfortable knowing you own a AK-47. Like, what you need that for? Clan, buy a shotgun. Shooting clays is fun. Better than golf, in my opinion. Shooting guns is fun. Shooting guns is fun. I went to a gun range before. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie, it is fun. I get it. I get it as a hobby. I don't get when it's like crazy stuff. King of the Hill is coming back. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I think I asked you like 2 years ago when you start YouTube, bro. I started in 2018 when the Kawhi fiasco went down. Thanks for the show. Till next time, clan. Yeah, I'm about to head off myself. It's crazy. We had like a consistent 200 this entire time, which is wild. Bear mace. It's basically bear mace. I got something else too. Oh, wait. Let me show you this. This is so loud, bro. It's a stun gun. Dang, can I open it? It's been a while since I opened it, apparently. Last time I opened this thing. Oh, wait, I'm opening it the wrong way. I'm stupid. Okay. Alright. Here we go. This thing is stupid loud, bro. This thing is so loud. Alright, you ready? Wait. Okay. Okay. Alright, you ready? It's super loud. Ready? It's so loud. I just heard my cat jump. I don't know where she is, but she just jumped. is so loud. It's so loud. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. What you like legit. What would you need a gun for? What would you need a gun for, bro? Yeah, it's like super loud. And it's also smoky. Like I can smell smoke in here now. I love it. Let me make sure I turn this thing off. It's pretty great. And the only reason I got this stuff is because somebody was creeping around the apartments, man. This guy was like creeping around. And he was in the backyard. And he looked in. And then he caught the camera. And then he went away. But like I remember people said people were complaining around that somebody was like lurking around their apartment and looking inside their apartments and stuff. He saw my camera, he never came back. But like I bought it after that. I was like, oh nah. What's that? Alright, I'm gonna hop off because I do have a life outside of this. My girlfriend's calling me. So I'm gonna talk to her. Talk to my lovely girl. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Everyone have a great night.